world's loudest dog out there.
Yeah, I know, right? So we're playing.
Hello, everybody. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is a game night. We have the brand new game from our... Well, I guess we're not really friends yet, but someday maybe. Ravensburger.
We could get sponsored.
This game is kind of sponsored, actually, and I'll explain that in a minute. This is Horrified, World of Monsters, which is currently a Target exclusive, actually. It won't stay that way, obviously, but yeah, this is the newest iteration of Horrified, and I figured, since last week we said goodbye to the summer season, it's time for the spooky season. It's time for Halloween. Hello, Mr. Bishop. He said, we're saying it's a little quiet?
A little quiet?
Hold on a second, we can...
No.
There we go. See if maybe that makes it better. Anyway, though. Yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is going to be their brand new game. It just came out a couple weeks ago. Completely caught me off guard. I didn't hear about this at all. But it's the newest in the line, and it's interesting because it represents a turning point for the Horrified... I guess you'd call it series? Franchise? Hi, Dad.
Hello, Chester Roach. Hi, Donson. Hi, Dad. Hi, Tara.
But, yeah. So basically what they apparently are going with this game is to make it modular so that you can mix and match monsters from different boxes on different boards and so on. And they're also doing something that is very unique for Ravensburger. Sorry, trying to read the chat and everything. It's something interesting because Ravensburger, they don't have, as far as I know, they really don't have their own IPs. What they basically do is they license out other people's, and they make board games and puzzles and stuff off of other people's things. To my knowledge, this represents the first time that Ravensburger has actually made something that's theirs, that's an original content, which I know is kind of funny to say when who is on the cover of the box.
Mm-hmm.
And but what the heck, I'm tired of holding my hand up like this. Let's show you the board.
And here's the board.
Once again, Ravensburger games are just freaking beautiful, by the way. For the record, no, this is not sponsored. I did not get this early or anything like that, so I'm not beholden to them, which means we're going to call it right down the middle. We're going to say if something sucks, we're going to say it sucks. If something's cool, we're going to say it's cool.
Can everybody see the board okay? Probably not for people on phones, but...
Yeah. The light. We wanted to lighten up.
That's right.
Yeah. It's a little bit dark in here. There we go. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. I love Ravensburger games. They look so beautiful. I love the Horrified games.
I think we're in focus good.
Yeah, okay, good. Sean, that's kind of a valid point. I mean, you can't really copyright an American folktale like the Jersey Devil or something. But in general, this is the first time... Excuse me. This is the first time that this is all them. This board, this location... Excuse me, sorry. I very quickly tried to eat before we did the show, because I don't like to eat after the show, and I don't want to play a game when I'm hungry, because then I'll get mad. But no, it has its own lore and everything. I am going to just beat it to the punch here. The cast of characters is very... How do you put this?
Limited?
Colorful.
Oh.
I can hear some people bellyache about how one of the playable characters is in a wheelchair, and there's several, how should we say, anthropomorphic characters. Let's put it that way.
Anthropomorphic?
Yeah, anthropomorphic. There's a few of those in the game. Let me say this right now. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with a character in a wheelchair in a game, or non-humans. In fact, actually, I personally find humans kind of boring in a lot of games, so I actually prefer the not humans, the weird things. That's just me personally. But again, as long as it makes sense in the world, there's nothing wrong with a handicapped character being included in a game. It's not necessarily virtue signaling or DEI stuff. This is a low magic setting where a level 1 cleric can't just cast mend and get you out of a wheelchair. This is a game where, the character is stuck in a chair, so she's kind of just going to have to try her best.
Hi, Connie.
Hi, Connie.
And the anthropomorphic characters, I mean, that's kind of the thing now. I mean,
see, I don't have a problem with it, personally.
Back in my day, that was a rarity.
It was a bit more rare. It was more rare, but I also have to confess, those were always my favorite characters. Because again, I find humans boring. I don't... You could put anything on a board. Why would you put something that you can see in real life? I hate realism in games.
Yeah, I mean, it's like sometimes, like a movie. Sometimes having a realistic movie is fun, but movies are normally for escapism. You want some sort of fantasy, some sort of...
See, who was it? Oh God,
something.
The founder of Pixar. He famously said one time, to make a story that's good, it has to be reasonable in its context. It doesn't have to be realistic, because the point of art is not to imitate the real world, but it needs to be consensual. It needs to make sense within itself.
Yeah.
So again, if it makes sense for there to be a character who can't just heal themselves, okay, fine. I have no problem with it. In a setting like Dungeons and Dragons, it's kind of silly.
Yeah. But this is not Dungeons and Dragons. So.
Far, far from it. But anyway, those of you who have watched our previous streams will be familiar with the idea. This game is basically you have to go around and complete objectives, most of which are delivery services. Get items, take them to certain places. Each of our baddies has a sort of mini game that you play. Real quick, I'm going to bring this up. These miniatures are, as always, really cool. They have really good models at Ravensburger.
Getting the focus on this.
Yeah, this is one of our guys. This is one of our villains. Our monsters.
No, this is Jingxi.
Yeah, Jingxi, the hopping vampire. We actually talked about hopping vampires not too long ago. I say not too long ago. I think it was like last year. Around Halloween time when we were talking about vampires.
And the Cthulhu model.
Yeah, the Cthulhu.
Which is the other one. We had to shut our green screen off for this one, but thankfully we're not using...
Yeah, we don't really need the green screen. Not that we use the green screen we were talking about.
Yeah. I realized that. That's why...
Yeah, but anyhow. But anyways, like I was saying, the models, they feel very soft, if that makes sense. Softer than the other models from the other games.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway. So, I am a little nervous with these models more than I was with the other ones because I don't want to bend it and damage it because these are actually really cool.
They are, and yeah, they are a little more soft and flimsy. Well, no, I shouldn't say flimsy. They're
not flimsy,
pliable.
But they feel like they bend a lot. Now, we saw it last week. I'm going to try really hard to not turn into angry, upset, grumpy old man Kristoff, but there are two things I want to get off my chest and talk about this. Because I said, calm down, you. I said, we're not kissing anyone's ass. We're just going to tell the truth. We're going to tell how we feel about the game. We're going to say what we think. And there are two things that have gotten under my skin and bother me. Not enough to make me not want to play, not enough to make me say it's a bad game. It's just, when you have such good quality, the smallest little detail seems like a big deal. You know what I mean? So the first one is that the Sphinx is a monster in this one. Does anybody see the problem with our Sphinx here? You probably can't really see it that well. Here,
this camera's lens doesn't focus. Pull back a little bit. There we go.
Can anyone tell me the problem, or problems I should say, with this Sphinx? I'm going to look at the chat real quick here. We're going to put this down. Oh, Sean, of course, wondering if I'm talking about 5e.
Ah, the great Kristoff rant.
Yep, here it comes. See, I kind of want to wait a minute because I know there's a delay and I know people need time to write. But yeah, you saw that model. Can anyone tell me why I would be annoyed? And for the record, no, Sean, we are not going to go into a 5e rant again. This is going to be a happy place, damn it. Okay, bye.
I'm turning on lights and stuff.
To make it lighter. Okay, so my mom took a swing. No, it's not the wings. The Sphinx does have wings in the legends. The world's blurriest fella, is he contouring weird? Okay, I'm just going to tell him. The Sphinx in this game is dressed up like an Egyptian. I can't hold back. I'm just going to do it. The Sphinx is not Egyptian. Okay? The big monument in Egypt is called the Sphinx because of Napoleon Bonaparte. During the invasion of Egypt, some of his men asked him what the hell that giant statue of a cat with a human head was. His response, literally, was, "You will sooner answer the Sphinx's riddle than understand what that's for." For some reason, people ran with that and they started calling it the Sphinx. It is not called the Sphinx. It was never called the Sphinx. We don't know what it was called because I almost said something that would get me banned.
You're also ranting.
Shut up. We don't know what this monument was originally called because certain religious tribes that conquered the area destroyed a big chunk of human history there because it was heretical. I can say that because I didn't say the name. You can think really hard whatever you want. The Sphinx was a monster from Greek and Roman mythology. She, it was a female, guarded the base of Mount Olympus. If you wanted to get up Mount Olympus and talk to the gods, you had to answer her riddle. If you get it wrong, she would kill you. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it was Sean, help me out here. I think it was Odysseus who actually answered her riddle, and she was so scared that Zeus was going to punish her, she literally threw herself off a cliff and died. That is the Sphinx. It is not Egyptian. It should not be walking around looking like freaking Goldar from the goddamn Power Rangers. Okay?
Goldar was cool.
Goldar was cool. Not accurate to a Sphinx, although he was based off it.
You know what other villain was cool? King Sphinx.
Again. You're lucky I don't have anything to throw at you.
Episode 4 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I think?
Oedipus. Excuse me. It was Oedipus who defeated the Sphinx. Oh, Oedipus. Excuse me. It's pronounced Oedipus. I know who he's talking about. Yeah, that guy. The man who took it to a whole new level to keep it in the family. Anyway, yeah, it was Oedipus who defeated the Sphinx. Anyway, the Sphinx is not Egyptian. Stop making the Sphinx Egyptian.
Oedipus Rex.
The Sphinx is one of my favorite monsters. And it infuriates me how literally nobody can get it right. And it's all, by the way, keeping the tradition of the channel, thank the French. Second problem that bothers me aesthetically. Cthulhu. Now look, I have often said, by the way, you can't see him, the bishop is just looking off into oblivion because he knows I'm going to be screaming in a few seconds here.
No, I'm timing this rant too.
Shut up.
The last one's like 46 minutes.
I'm trying, okay? Look, I have always said that Master Lovecraft was my mentor. Everything I know about horror, everything I used to build my mythos, I learned from him. I learned from reading his stuff. Be quiet, phone. I'm ranting. Anyway, I love Cthulhu. He's not my favorite Lovecraftian character, but I love Cthulhu. Cthulhu is not buff. He is not jacked. He is not a chiseled, six-pack abbed monstrosity with a mouth tail that is suspiciously dangerously close to looking like it's between his legs. Okay? Cthulhu is not jacked. Stop depicting Cthulhu being jacked. He is described in the Call of Cthulhu as being blubberous and grotesque and obese. He is massive. He is more akin to Fat Bastard than he is Arnold Schwarzenegger Eldritch. Okay? Can we please stop making Super Saiyan Cthulhu? It's okay to be fat. Let him be fat. He's an eldritch god. He can be obese if he wants to. I'm sorry, it bothers me. It annoys the crap out of me because literally it's like, Ravensburger, there's so much detail in this. Did any of you read The Call of Cthulhu before you put Cthulhu in your game? It's right there. It's a whole paragraph, guys. Come on. The Sphinx I can accept because that's a common misconception because of Napoleon. Fine. I'd be willing to give you that. Cthulhu, there's only one person who has any authority on how Cthulhu should look. He wrote it down. That is Cthulhu. Cthulhu is not jacked. Stop it! Okay, and I feel better now. So, anyway, those of you who have remembered, and by the way, time?
We're 20 minutes in to the show.
I'm done.
Oh, timing of the rant? 6 minutes.
And you were worried that I was going to do it for 50, like last week. No, I know.
That counts both rants.
See, I kind of was figuring it was just one big rant. But anyway,
okay.
Now, those two gripes aside, and hopefully I didn't blow anyone's eardrums out with that end, but anyway.
Well, I guess to be fair, it's like 5.5, almost 6 minutes. I'm rounding up.
Anyway.
Rants.
Anyway. Now then.
But that aside,
as horrified goes,
are good points.
Yeah, and again, it's the Sphinx I could understand, but Cthulhu, come on, dude. Have you read The Call of Cthulhu? I know you haven't, because you're a Philistine. I love you though, but it's like, come on, guys. You put so much effort into everything else, and the problem with that is that it's like Sean, help me out here. The guy with the wax wings. Icarus. It's like Icarus. When you do something really, really good, it means you have to be more careful because the smallest thing will screw it up. You know what I mean? But anyway, back to the game. I'm not going to waste any more time. As I said, with every other horrified game, every villain brings their own kind of mini game you have to play. But it centers around going around, picking up items, and rescuing civilians, while you avoid monsters who will absolutely annihilate everything in their path. Worse yet, this game is actually brought to us by Donzen. Donzen actually paid for this game, and so he, of course, got to pick our first enemies. Now, obviously, we're going to play with Cthulhu. You got to have Cthulhu. Mm-hmm. But he wanted Zhang Shi. He wanted the hopping vampire. Here's the problem, boys and girls. These are two of the harder enemies in the game. Now, this box only has 4 monsters. But the other two, the Sphinx and the Yeti, are considered the easy ones. These are the hard ones. I've even seen reviews saying that you could play against one of them and it's hard. So just know, Sean may have absolutely doomed this party before it even started, and we're going to just blame him for the horrible butt kicking we're about to receive. But anyway, as is the tradition, we have to move around the board, grab items, and take care of stuff. Now, to do this, we're going to need characters, and we have 2 characters here today. I am the parapsychologist, and I picked him because he has kind of a mad science look to him. The whole game kind of has this like steampunky vibe to it, and I think it's pretty cool. But the bishop over here will be playing the Buccaneer.
I picked the Buccaneer. You can get him in. There we go. Thank you.
Who is undead. He is a skeleton.
One of those anthropomorphic characters we mentioned.
Not human, yeah.
I mean, he looks cool. I like him.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, who doesn't love a skeleton pirate? Yeah. Donson wants to hear about the other characters in the game. We can do that real quick. You want to pass me the character cards?
Yeah.
These are very interesting characters too.
There's not many.
There's 5 total, and what's interesting is, unlike previous games, each of the characters has a little backstory paragraph introducing them. But, yeah. We also have the Guardian, who is a robot dressed like a 1920s gangster.
Kind of a cool design.
Yeah, I like it.
Especially since this is steampunk themed.
Yeah, I dig him. We have the previously mentioned crippled investigator, who is wheelchair bound. But it's okay. She has a pet bird. And last but not least, we have the fortune teller. I like the aesthetic too. I like how the card is framed. I like the artwork. I like all of this. I absolutely wouldn't mind more characters looking like this. But since the characters do have actual backstories with the information on the back, you want to read them off real quick? Our characters?
Sure.
Okay, I'll start. The parapsychologist sees beyond the veil and digs under the surface to provide the stewards critical strategic information, all with the help of a little grub that wriggled its way from who knows where out of the void. The grub speaks to him, and the parapsychologist oft reminds me the grub is quite the wisecracker, and not, indeed, a snack. Pity. Signed, Howard.
Mm-hmm. Mine, the Buccaneer. Yo ho ho! When the stewards first dredged the siren from the lake bottom, they unwittingly freed the Buccaneer from a locked chest discovered below deck. According to reports, the dastardly specter erupted from his prison, cursing his mutinous crew. Woo! Who would have guessed the Buccaneer would be the last pirate alive, sort of, to tell the tale? Signed, Howard. Howard's an owl.
Howard is an owl.
And that's why he says, who, on the card.
Really weird.
But
see, Donson's saying he'd play as the Guardian. You know, you have to come up, out here into this desert again sometime, Sean. We can play.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, we're going to get started. Now, the way you pick the first... The way you choose who goes first is the person who most recently watched a horror movie.
We're tied.
Because the last movie we watched was together.
Yeah, that was Galaxy of Terror. Last Drive-In.
We did watch the last Drive-In's Galaxy of Terror.
I have not watched the movie. That was like 4 days ago now?
Yeah, 4 or 5 days ago.
I have not watched, I watched A New Hope. That's not a horror movie.
I've watched our previous episodes of the Vagrancy Horror.
Ah.
So I'm going to count that. I literally was doing that like yesterday and the day before.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair.
So I'm going to count that. So I will be going first. Now, every character has a number of actions they can take, as well as a special action they have. The skeleton... Is it because you have a peg leg, you're just slower?
Maybe. That's a good point. I have 3 actions, you have 4.
I have 4. I also have a little grub in a tank around my neck. He's my little friend. And apparently he's a wisecracker. But anyway, we also get a support card. I have the ethereal goggles.
Oh.
I can use this anytime during my turn to either move a monster 3 spaces or flip over a layer. And I'm going to just use that right now.
Cool. I have the lunar oscillator, which allows me to skip the next monster phase and take one item from the discard pile and give it to any player.
Holy crap,
that's really good.
Stupidly good.
Yeah, I'm going to save that for now.
Yeah, but I'm going to use the goggles right now. And since I'm right here anyway, I'm going to flip this location over.
So you're moved...
No.
Oh,
I just...
that's right.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, you should explain.
So there are layers hidden all over the map. One specifically is tied to Jiangshi, the hopping vampire. And I just got it.
You just got it?
The Moon Shrine.
Nice.
The Moon Shrine, we have to take items there and sell them to get coins, which we will then forge into a sword that can actually slay Jiangshi. And for the record, before anyone says, yes, I know Jiangshi is what the vampire creature is called. I'm still going to refer to it as if it was his name. Just deal with it.
We did show off Cthulhu's card, but not Jiangshi's.
Yeah, might as well.
So let's just show him off real quick.
But we have to fill in this sword over here.
Right here. With these pieces down here.
With these coins on the base of your screen.
Yeah, I just figured since we showed off Cthulhu.
It's only fair.
Yeah. Need to show off him as well.
Oh, yeah, no, I love the artwork in this.
Oh, yeah, the artwork's great. But yeah, we're filling in the sword with these coins, and we get these coins by
selling items at the Moon Shrine.
We have to get these items and sell them, which you just found the Moon Shrine. So.
Yeah.
Good job.
Very, very good first turn. And then for my first action, I'm going to pick up this... What is this? Crescent Scythe. It's a sickle. That's a sickle. And then I'm going to move 1, 2.
It's a soda.
And my last turn, I'm actually going to move here to the House of Dawn. Because I don't want to be too close if Great Cthulhu activates. Because he could come over to me and just wreck the particulars of my constitution, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. But unfortunately, that means it is time for the monster card.
Yep. And since there's no items in the discard pile.
Wouldn't really make sense to do it yet.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to use this for a little while.
But we have a civilian.
Nice.
Morgan, the ghost.
Oh.
She is at Mary's Mill, the windmill, which is right next to me.
Very nice, very nice. Wait, how do you take out a ghost? Because they're trying to get the civilians.
Well, he's a vampire that basically drinks life force.
Okay.
And he's mother effing Cthulhu. Are you going to tell him he can't kill a ghost? I wouldn't recommend it. Note, whenever the void gives us an awful fright, Morgan appears. Do the villagers' emotion manifest this spirit? All right. So, as always, every civilian card has a number in the corner, how many items get dropped on the board, and then there's a chain of events. So, the frenzied monster, which is Jiangshi right now, and any monster with that red hand icon, which Jiangshi also has, will activate. They will move once, and any person on their tiles, they attack with 2 dice. Excuse me. So first, let's get the items, because you read the card top to bottom. So first you get the item. Also, there's this, once again, really cool bag.
Really cool art on it.
Of Cthulhu, yeah.
I really like it. Not my favorite bag, I'll be honest, but...
Yeah.
I do really like this.
I dig it. All right, and our first items, I get 3 total. First one is the steak bow. It's a crossbow that shoots steaks. If only there was a vampire. And this is in the woods, and it's a value of 5.
Wow.
The next one is the record player at the Scuttled Siren, which is where you are.
Also letting people know, I'm assuming this will be a little bit of a longer episode.
Probably, unless we get annihilated very quickly.
Which is possible. That's what me and Kristoff were actually worried about.
The unknown effigy, which is it's the Cthulhu statue, the horror in the clay, at the Roaming Wolf.
Right here.
That's a bar. That's a tavern.
Yeah.
Looks more like an inn or a hotel.
It does.
But anyway.
Could be like
Okay.
Edgefield.
So he is the frenzied and he has the icon. So he's going to activate once. And unfortunately, he's going to swing. He gets 2 hits, but there's nothing to hit here. Then he activates again. And he's right next to you, Bishop.
Yay.
He gets
he's gonna roll
2 dice. You want to do it?
Yeah, and
I like these dice, by the way. They are really pretty.
These are really pretty. These, I don't want to say they're my favorite of all the horrified games, but
I think they might be. But here we go.
They feel a little lighter. Not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, but here we go.
Woo! Double miss.
That's
So we
really
have,
good.
as Sean puts it, a guy made out of waterlogged bones and a vampire with stiff joints. I feel like there's some really mean jokes I could make. But I'm not going to. Just going to want to. But anyway.
That makes it my turn.
Yes, sir. You got an item right there in front of you.
So we've already found the moon shrine, so these
we don't need to worry about those.
Pointless.
They are, but they're part of the game.
They are, yeah. So I don't even care about those anymore.
We don't. We got stupidly lucky there.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go first action, second action, third action.
No. When you
Oh, really?
When you use the pickup option, you just hoover everything to you.
Oh.
So you still have 1 action left.
Normally I would say, can we do a redo and I pick up this, then go. But since we're live, that's really not fair. So I have 1 action left. I'm going to not go to Cthulhu. I'm going to go over here.
Okay.
And I picked up the Skybound Galleon. And
the top is the name you read.
Oh. Binoculars. And the Decrepit Dirk, which is a little dagger.
Yeah.
Dirk. Yeah, I read Skybound Galleon. I'm like, that's binoculars. Both have a value of 2. And that'll be my turn, so...
you get a monster card.
And it's a citizen.
Ooh, goody.
Shinya, who is a little fish.
Oh, the little fish in a mechanical suit.
Yeah, they're starting at the Arcane Forge.
Which is here, in this corner.
Yeah.
Unprotected. So how many items did they give you?
They're a little fish person.
They're a goldfish in a mech suit.
Which is kind of a fun idea, actually. And 3 items.
All right. Here you go, sir.
1, 2, 3.
What do you got?
And I have the Phantasmic Orb at the House of Dawn.
That's where I am.
Oh, nice. And I have the Fantastic Orb at the Spindlewood Institute.
Spindlewood Institute.
And also Unknown Effigy, which is the Cthulhu statue at the North Station. Right there.
With the awesome looking roaring train. It's got a face on it.
Just like in Fortnite.
Yeah.
The train going around the map.
But anyway, that's gonna make. Oh wait, what activates?
Oh. Let's see, the Frenzied?
The Frenzied and the yellow ghost icon.
What's the yellow ghost icon? Oh.
They both have it, so they both activate.
Okay.
How much do they move?
2.
Okay.
He was attacking me, so
1, 2. How many dice does he get?
1. So not too bad.
And you have items. You can take a hit.
Yeah. That's
Speaking of
a critical, so I gotta get rid of both.
No, that's not a critical. That's 1.
Oh, that's 1.
That's just 1 hit. The exclamation mark is the crit.
I kind of like the binoculars, so I'll get rid of the decrepit dirt.
So something else that's different. Items that are discarded do not go back in the bag. There is a discard pile. So we set them aside.
Yeah, that's something new about this horrified game, because my lunar oscillator actually pertains to that.
Yeah. Now, if we go to get an item in the bag and there's nothing there, then we put the discard pile back into the bag. But until then, it's gone.
Cthulhu also moves 2, and he can't get to you or the civilian, so I'm the closest.
You are, unfortunately.
Because there's 1.
And I have even worse news.
1, 2.
Zhang Shi also has the ghost icon, so he's going to activate a second time.
He does. Okay.
Well, first let's do Cthulhu, since we already moving him.
Okay. 1 dice.
That's an exclamation mark.
That's a critical.
Touch of Madness. Choose 1. Increase the terror by 1, or discard the top monster card.
Oh. I don't... Oh, that's actually a tough one. Because once the deck runs out, we're done.
We lose. Yep, it is a timer.
Once the terror goes up, we lose.
If terror gets to 7, we're screwed. If the monster deck runs out, we're screwed.
We have 7 moves till loss, and we had 30 cards in there. We've drawn 2. I'm saying a card?
It could be a citizen.
It could be. No, okay, if we no, because they don't go on the board, so they don't.
They're not a thing at all.
I'd say discard discard a card.
Okay, you have chosen to discard James and Betty, civilians. This is a guy with a clown for a girlfriend, I guess.
Well, they're gone.
They're out.
I mean, that's...
The good news is that a crit doesn't count as a hit, so you don't have to lose your item. Bad news is Zhang Shi is still after you.
Yep. 1 more dice.
Misses by a mile.
Nice.
My go.
Yep, that makes a year go.
Okay, my first action, I'm going to pick up the... Oh my god.
What'd you get?
The Stroll Man. It's a Walkman. How many of you are old enough to remember the Walkmans that played cassette tapes?
I do. I like those.
Well, I've got one of those. And the Phantasmal Orb. For my second action, I'm going to go to Morgan. And she wants to go to the Fool's Journey, which is all the way over there. So that's 2,
1, 2,
3,
4.
4. Now, we're thankfully far away from her, from any trouble.
Well, you are.
Yeah. Now, I have a question for you. You can run away on your turn. Do you want to use your lunar lens and get the knife back into the bag and skip this monster card?
Well, is that knife worth... That's only worth 2.
Yeah, but we have 2 dudes who could activate, and they are right on top of you.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. So that'll skip the next monster phase where I can escape.
And you get to put the knife back in.
No, give it to any player.
Oh.
It's not...
So, you take it, because... Yeah.
Me? Alright. So we're skipping the monster phase, and now it's going to me.
Yes, it is.
And I... Hold on, 1...
Now...
I don't want to go here.
Not unless you want to start throwing items in to try and get Cthulhu. Because remember, we need to throw items into the void to turn the dial on his lock And once we get it to the right keys, he will be removed from the board.
Okay, so my special action at the start of your turn, discard 1 item to gain +4 actions this turn. Use only once per turn. I'm going to get rid of this Decrepit Dirk, which we just got back, to get 4 more actions, meaning I have 6.
Mm-hmm.
So,
1, 2, 3, 4.
And now can I throw everything in at once?
Hold on, let me read.
Or that'll be 5.
Hold on. That doesn't say you can do it as a free action, so it would be a 5. It would be an action. That would be your 6th.
But I can throw everything?
No.
Or just 1?
1 item.
Alright, well.
And what are you throwing?
Ring of Roots. A green for 3.
Okay, so you can move the green dial 3 times, revealing 1 item. And you're looking for that down triangle.
3. And did not get the down triangle.
Nope.
So, okay. And that'll end my turn. Monster card.
What do we got?
Monster action. Vital energy. Notes, each hero and villager moves 2 spaces toward the eye monster closest to them.
Eye monster.
Jing-Shi and Cthulhu.
They're both in the same location.
Each hero and villager. Ooh.
Okay.
So I will move
1.
Hey, back where I started.
God damn. How many spaces?
2.
1, 2.
And the frenzied and the ghost.
So, Jing-Shi is going to get to attack you twice. And Cthulhu gets to get you once.
And they each have 3 dice. This is bad.
Jiminy Christmas. See, I've heard some people say that, like, 1 monster alone can be a game. I've heard all the people say that it's painfully easy, but, you know, people say the same thing about Fortnite, so.
I'm rolling for Jing-Shi.
That is a hit.
That is a hit. I'll get rid of a Ring of Roots.
Okay, he gets to do it again.
Rolling for Jing-Shi again.
That is 2 crits. What's his crit?
Drain vital energy. After dealing all damage, place the Jing-Shi in the location of the player taking the next turn. Which would be you.
It would be after dealing all damage. So he deals damage equal to the number of dice he had. That's 3 damage.
And that's my last 3 icons, and then he's gonna
teleport over to me.
Alright.
Cthulhu gets to go.
Guess I'd rather be taken out by Cthulhu. I have nothing to protect me, so if I get hit, I'm dead.
Well, you're already dead.
Oh, true. So what happens if I get hit? I lose a turn?
No. The terror will go up, and you will be taken off the board until your next turn.
Oh, okay.
Then you come back at the reviving throne, excuse me.
Okay, so this isn't the worst thing.
Not the worst thing, but it's not something you want.
No, Cthulhu's about to smash my bones.
Oh, hopefully he chokes on... Oh.
Yep, 2 hits.
So you are technically off the board for now.
This goes up by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Not good.
Hopefully he choked on you a little bit before he ate you. But it's going to be my go.
Yep.
And I'm going to run away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get the ghost safely to the fool's journey. She is off the board. She can't be attacked. She is safe and sound. And she gives me the Nero Stabilizer. The current player gets 2 extra actions.
That's pretty cool.
I will save that for when it seems more vital. In the meantime, though, that's going to be my turn. And our new monster card is a citizen. Raimi. The guy who has a film camera. I wonder who this is a reference to. 3 items. And he starts at the woods.
Oh wait, I didn't get the 2 items for the vital. The vital energy.
Well, here's 2 items to find.
So we're going back a little bit.
Yeah.
We have the tracking device at the Roaming Wolf, and the Cutlass of Spirits at the House of Dusk.
That's this place, with the big moon above it.
That's
the House of
Dawn. Okay.
I have the Vessel of the Void at the Steward's Spire. The Flashlight at the Steam Plant. And the Cursed Tome at the Fool's Journey, where I am. It's the Necronomicon. That's the Necronomicon.
With Raimi, the filmmaker.
Yeah, how fitting. Raimi starts off in the woods, which is the Moonshine. The Frenzied and the Ghost activate.
Which again, Shang-Chi's going to get 2, Cthulhu's going to get 1.
Shang-Chi appears here. Cthulhu moves 1 closer. He gets, but Shang-Chi is going to get 3 dice. You want to pass him over to me?
Yeah. Ouch.
So Terror goes up. Raimi is dead.
Bye, Raimi.
And his crit goes off too, but there's no one else to hurt. But he does get to teleport over
to me.
You're not on the board yet. And then he gets to attack again.
Oops.
This guy is just all the activations.
Yeah, and Cthulhu surprisingly isn't doing much.
Cthulhu's the one being a good boy. He's just sitting there being Cthulhu.
Yeah.
And I am going to lose an item. I'm going to give up my Walkman. Shang-Chi stole my Walkman.
Bye-bye, Walkman.
But I didn't die. And you are back now at the Reviving Throne.
And that makes it my turn, right?
Yep. Whew.
I have no items to discard, so...
I can give you my stabilizer.
No, because it says at the start of my turn.
Right. You have to make the decision.
Yeah. So 1, 2... I'm just going to go up here to get as far away as I can.
Yeah.
And that'll end my turn. And my monster card is Monster Action, Destruction. Move each eye symbol monster to the closest lair location. Lair.
Okay. So, Shang-Chi goes here. Cthulhu goes here. The not frenzied monster, which is Cthulhu, will move twice.
Okay. He is closest to me.
And he gets... do any of them have the gear icon?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shang-Chi, so he's going to move back to me. And they each get 1 dice.
So I guess I'll go first.
Sure, for Cthulhu.
Yep.
Miss.
And that's a miss.
I'm going to go for Shang-Chi. That's a hit.
Yeah.
He takes my sickle. My turn.
Yep.
Okay, first action.
This is not going the best so far.
I'm going to take this cursed book. Then I'm going to go 2, 3, and pick up the vessel for 4.
Okay.
And that's going to be my turn. And I got... Oh, how many... Oh, you didn't get an item.
Oh!
For
yeah.
For destruction.
I always forget the items.
Well, I mean, we're on camera and we're trying to do this, in a timely fashion. It's okay.
I got a guitar.
Neat.
For the Spectre Trail Caravan.
That's this guy.
Yeah. Cool.
And I drew destruction.
Oh.
So I get the ornate mirror at the House of Dusk. And once again, all the eye monsters move to the nearest location with a lair. Boop. Boop. crap. And then the not frenzied monster activates, and each monster with a gear icon. So Cthulhu and Zhang. Moves, but they move twice.
So
literally the same thing as last turn.
Yep.
You want to roll for Cthulhu?
Yep, and you can roll for Zhang-Shi.
Mm-hmm.
Miss.
Crap.
Basically
the same thing as last time.
Yeah, the exact same turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna give a criticism here. Each monster has like 4 icons. That seems like a lot.
That does.
Now, I understand they're trying to take it where you're almost never going to get a lucky break and just, oh, no monsters activate. But I would argue that those chances of a lucky break can be vital. Because these guys are stupidly aggressive.
Yeah.
And we can't keep sacrificing items, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we have to save the items to get rid of them.
Yeah, I will say it feels harder than the other horrifieds, and maybe they could have toned it down a little. Like every monster has like 2 icons. I think that'd be still pretty nasty.
Yeah,
but each one has 4.
Yeah, because we're looking like we're gonna lose this.
Oh yeah. Worst part is it looks like it's gonna be a death by 1,000 cuts because it's just they're gonna tick away at us because we can't like hurt or do anything to them.
Yeah.
But it's my go?
You just went.
It's your turn.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
I'm going to sacrifice an item. So I'm going to have 6 turns.
Right.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, wait. Go. Undo.
4,
go here is 5.
5, 6. Okay. That'll be my turn.
Yeah.
And I have monster action. Whiteout, which is a big Yeti holding up a massive snowball and people are running away from him.
So the not frenzied monster.
So each monster with a hand, and
that's Zhang-Shi.
Cthulhu surprisingly does not have a hand. Deals 1 damage to the closest hero or villager if they are within 3 spaces. So
that's me. I will give up. I'll sacrifice my orb.
The not frenzied monster and the ones with the wrench. So Cthulhu gets to move twice.
How many items do you
get? 2. Thank you, actually.
Okay, 2 items.
And
yeah, they feel kind of aggressive with 4.
The Hand of Dialogue at the Arcane Forge.
That's down here.
And the Mechanized Crow at the Scuttled Siren.
Scuttled Siren, that's where you started.
Right there.
Okay. And then Cthulhu moves how many?
1.
He'll move once. He'll activate again. And, I mean, to be fair, he might get his crit, so how many dice does he get?
3.
So he gets to roll all 3 dice 2 times.
Yep. He got
a crit.
What does this crit do?
Sacrifice the top card of the monster deck or raise panic.
Get rid of the monster card because we've had really bad luck.
Ooh. Got rid of an actual attack.
Nice.
Not a civilian.
Nice.
I mean, time is slipping away, but...
He gets to roll again. And complete misses.
Thank goodness. Now it's my turn.
Now it's... Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. For my 4th action, I will throw my cursed book into the void to move his dial 3 more times. 1, 2, and that'll lock it in because that's the icon.
Okay.
So the green dial is locked in. Unfortunately, that's my 4th action. But I'm going to be greedy and use my stabilizer to get 2 more actions, so I can throw my stake bolt into the void to move the purple one 5 times.
Ooh.
You go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have the second icon locked.
Very nicely done. See, that's what we need to be doing, but that's kind of hard to do.
And here's the thing. If we can get someone with blue items here to the void, get his thing locked, get the blue one locked in Y, and then just wait for him to come to us to the void, considering how much they activate, get him here, because once he steps onto the void, if all 3 are locked in, he's banished to relay.
Okay.
That doesn't take him out, but it will take him off of the board.
Yes.
And then we can worry about Jiangxi.
Yeah. And I mean, we're doing okay, but we need to be careful.
These guys are stupidly aggressive, and I actually do kind of agree with the people saying that you could play against one monster and it would be a bit of a challenge because of how many icons they have and how much they activate.
Yeah.
Heaven help you playing all 4 of them at once. Oh, geez, you know what you could hypothetically do, technically speaking? I don't know if you actually could do this, if this would work, but like, because this game can be combined with Greek monsters, and there were how many in that game? 6?
6, I believe.
Could you imagine a hypothetical situation where you have 10 monsters?
Gosh.
I feel like I need a hug just thinking about that. That's horrifying. Ah! Horrified.
Nice.
Anyway, though, that's my turn. I do have one more action, but I'm literally wedged between monsters, so I think I'm just going to... Actually, no, I see a space. I'm going to go here to Stilt Town, because I'm a little bit farther away from both of the monsters.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you might as well use the move, right?
Yeah. But now you have a monster card.
And it is Awaiting the Hunt. Each sword icon monster deals 1 damage to each hero and villager in their space. Neither of them have swords.
They don't.
Okay, from there, 1 item. Oof, 1. That sucks. The Power Gauntlet. Oh my god.
Good night, Chester.
Good night, Chest. Good night, Dad. Love you. The Power Gauntlet. Do you dare guess what it is?
What is it?
Now we're playing with power. It's a freaking Nintendo Power Glove at the South Station.
It's worth 5 though. Wow.
Hey man, that's power.
Yeah.
God, how many people actually hurt themselves
with those gloves
trying to make those god-awful things freaking work? And then the non-frenzied monster and any monster with the eye icon will activate.
That's both of them with the eye icon.
So let's do Cthulhu first because he's the not frenzied. They get 2 dice.
2 dice.
2 dice. Swinging at you. A hit and a crit.
That is a hit and a crit, yep.
So, raise the terror or lose a card.
Lose a card.
We got rid of a citizen, unfortunately.
I'll get rid of my unknown effigy for 4.
Okay.
Because I'm saving my 2 blues for Cthulhu.
The hopping vampire is going to move 1 closer to me. And he gets to swing his dice. Because he might get a crit.
And he did.
So what does this do?
Oh, what did his do? After dealing all damage, place the Jingxi in the location of the player taking the next turn. Which would be you.
Me. Yeah. No,
No, you just went, so yeah.
It'd be you. So he's there.
Oh, gosh.
Good thing is he already went, so he's done.
But Cthulhu gets to go again.
Cthulhu gets to try again. It'd be funny if there was a mechanic where, like, the monsters could hit each other.
And I got hit, so flashlight, bye-bye.
They like you.
Yeah.
Also, can we joke about how Cthulhu is going after the pirate-themed dude? But it is your turn.
It is, but I just lost all my stuff.
Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Sacrificing my guitar for 3.
So you get to turn the dial. You can do it either way. Stop!
And there's the Y.
Okay.
At 2.
The void is primed. This is actually a really big deal. If he steps foot in this space, he's out of here. Now, that's not the end of the game because there's a second phase to dealing with Cthulhu, but that's a whole different map, and we'll worry about that if we get to that bridge. But in the meantime, right now, this is the world's biggest bear trap. And you, and assuming hopefully I can get there, we just make ourselves bait. Mm-hmm. That's the play I'm thinking in my head. But right now...
Monster card.
I'm scared.
Monster action, nowhere to hide. Each bottle monster...
I don't see a bottle.
Neither of them have a bottle.
Okay.
Removes all items from the closest space containing items. The Frenzied and the monster with the diamond. Only Cthulhu has the diamond.
So the Frenzied, which is Shang-Chi.
Moves.
How many?
1.
Items.
Oh, items, yes, 2. I always forget.
It's okay. But here you go. I'm actually really excited that we can maybe possibly get this game under control.
Abyssal Tincture at the Skybound Galleon. Where was that? There we go. And yeah, you're right. Flashlight at the Thornvine Woods. Right there.
That's where Amy was.
Yeah.
He was filming the next Evil Dead movie. And Shang-Chi was just like, stop it.
And they each get to move once.
And they each get how many dice?
3.
Oh, God. I have 1 here. All right. Rolling for Shang-Chi first.
Okay. Wow.
So he does 3 damage, which is going to knock me out.
And raise the terror.
And then he just moves to you. Fortunately, that's the end of his turn.
Okay.
Now Cthulhu gets to go. Doesn't matter.
You got 3 hits, but yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. We're at halfway to losing the game, but it's okay.
And we're not at halfway to winning it either.
No. But it's your go.
Well, what? See, I'm in the void. What can I do? Because I want Cthulhu to go there.
Well, remember, he'll move the quickest way to you.
True, okay.
And remember, it doesn't matter the context. If he steps onto the void, he's out. So you could lure him still there.
Okay, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to grab the Mechanized Crow and the record player.
Okay.
And the quickest way to me is
through
1,
the void.
2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If he activates, he's still going to you. What do we got?
Monster action, Aquatic Convergence. Big ship with some fish. Cool art.
That's Cthulhu underneath the ship. So 2 items I see.
2 items.
What do you got?
The Hand of Dialogue, Garden of the Risen.
Garden of the Risen.
Oh, right here. And the Pneumatic Slicer, Arcane Forge.
Each monster move each monster 2 spaces towards the closest monster with the wrench icon. That's Cthulhu. He has a wrench. So Shang-Chi goes to him. And then the not frenzied monster, which is Cthulhu, and any monster with the red hand move 2 spaces.
Which is him.
Mm-hmm. So, uh-oh, bye Cthulhu.
We got him into the void.
He's trapped. He's been sent back to Relay.
And then the closest would be...
There. He gets 1 dice. Doesn't matter. All right.
Okay, this is
okay.
Good. Cthulhu's gone.
Cthulhu is out for now. He'll be back. Sort of. Actually, no. We're going to him. But that's... We'll burn that bridge when we get there. Right now, it's just us and Shang-Chi. Sean, how is Great Cthulhu the easy one to beat?
I don't know. I'm actually surprised on that, but we've not even started to build the sword for him.
Yeah, but at least we got the shrine.
Yeah.
Okay. My turn.
Your turn, yes.
I'm at there. 1, 2, 3, 4 at the door of the world. 1, hold on. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Okay. I was actually like, wait, did I count? Did I move the right way? But anyway, monster card. Aquatic Convergence.
Oh, that's
the same card as last time. So there's no wrench monster to move.
No.
But the not frenzied monster, which Cthulhu can't move right now, he's trapped in relay.
By the way, that's the frenzied marker.
Yeah, the fire. But Shang-Chi does have that hand icon, so he is going to get to move. But 2 items.
2 items.
It is so easy to forget about that.
It is. I do it every time.
We have another Stroll Man at the Arcane Forge, and a Vessel of the Void at my location, the Door of the World.
Nice.
Okay. And then he's going to move 2, and he gets 1 dice.
Oh boy. That's a hit.
So you're going to lose an item.
They're a blue 2 and a purple 2. I'm going to get rid of the record player.
All right.
And keep the crow.
Crows are friends.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is your go.
So I got to get here and sacrifice items to start putting.
Yeah, to start forging that sword.
We could potentially pull this off, actually.
We could. See, I still think it's funny that, yeah, Sean's right. The easier monster arguably is Great Cthulhu. Who would win in a fight? An elder god with power to alter reality or one hoppy boy? Well, okay, so fun side note real quick. While the bishop is deciding, I'll just... It's not going to be a rant, I promise. Cthulhu is not an elder god. He is a great old one. Lovecraft specifically divided basically all of his pantheon into 3 subcategories. Great Old One, Outer God, Elder God. Great Cthulhu was in the Great Old One camp. And technically those were like demigods, actually. The true gods, the Outer Gods and the Elder Gods, were basically beings of energy. They didn't have physical forms. Cthulhu very much had a physical form, as a certain Norwegian man with a boat can attest. You would know this if you read the Call of Cthulhu.
So I'm going to sacrifice my mechanized crow. I'm going to have 6 actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go there.
Okay, that gives you a lot of items, and it gives you a lot of space.
It does. I got a Hand of Dialogue for 2, a phone for 1, and a Power Gauntlet for 5.
All right.
Monster action, which is the Sphinx, actually. Celestial Empowerment. Move each ghost icon monster.
Damn it.
And the frenzied monster. Okay, first, move each ghost monster 3 spaces toward the hero with the most items. Really?
That's you.
1, 2, of course. Seriously. And this is actually really bad.
How many items?
0.
Damn it.
This is a really bad card. Cool art. Cool. And he gets 3 dice, and he gets to attack me twice. I'm going to lose all my items.
the third dice in front of me. 2 hits.
2 hits. Goodbye to those 2 items.
Now, you've rolled all misses before. Come on.
That's a hit and a crit.
Mm-hmm.
And his critical, after dealing all damage, place the Jingshi in the location of the player taking the next turn.
So,
he's going
to hit, and he knocks you out.
And the terror goes up to 4.
Mm-hmm. And he teleports over to me. But fortunately, that's the end of his turn.
And that was really bad.
That was. And there's a part of me wants to defend that was pure random chance.
Yeah.
That was brutal. But anyway, yeah. I'm going to go. First action, I'm going to pick up these items. I don't know what's worse, that we're getting beat up by a dude who can't bend his limbs, or the fact that we seem to not be able to outrun a guy who can't bend his limbs.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Now, in theory, he should not be able to get to me. Awaiting the hunt. One item. Okay. We have a phone at the North Station. Each monster with a sword may deal 1 damage to each hero and villager in their space. There's no sword monsters. The not frenzied monster, he's busy, and the eye monster,
which is him,
will move once and get 2 dice.
That's a crit.
Doesn't matter because you're not on the board.
True.
He can't teleport to where you are.
True.
And there's no one to hit for him, so his turn is over. You are back.
Bam.
You are one... Don't take this the wrong way, but you are one terrible skeleton. Yeah. Okay.
What do I... Well, I can only do 3...
How is it karmic justice? We didn't do anything to you, Sean. No, did you see that? If the monster I picked beats you, then it's karmic justice. How? You bought this for us.
What did I do to you?
Yeah, what did we do? What the hell, man? Was it inviting? Was it saying, hey, come back over here and play this with us in person? Is that what we have karma for?
1.
It is going to be the monster he would pick, by the way.
2, 3. That's my turn.
Damn.
This is... It's had its upset. Are you...
Please.
It's the same dang card.
No!
Each ghost monster moves 3 spaces toward the hero with the most items.
That's me.
1, 2. You're going to lose everything.
Probably. How many dice does he get?
3.
No, I need the last dice so I can...
Oh. And he gets to do this twice, so he has 6 dice.
Yep.
He's the frenzied and has a ghost.
3 hits.
So you're dead.
You know what? No, I'm not gonna take my items away. I'm gonna just let him hit me.
Okay.
Because there's no point.
So you're dead.
I'm down, but I still have my items.
Yeah.
He gets to roll again because he might get his critical and get to teleport. It's only fair.
Yeah. And of course, 2
but
criticals.
That's it.
That means
it's your go. Wait, no. That was your card that activated.
Yeah.
So I am back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is hilarious. No, this might be good.
Does it switch to frenzied?
Yes.
Okay.
3 treasures.
Okay.
Oh, oops, grabbed one by too many. We have a steam pistol at the spire, a watcher's eye at the south station, and a power gauntlet at the north station. And then move the frenzied icon over. Cthulhu is really mad down there in Relay. And he can stay that way for all I care. Then, the Frenzied Monster... Oh, I'm sorry, Cthulhu. This is so embarrassing. And then every monster with the bottle.
None of them have the bottle.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that is so mean to do to a Chinese vampire. Oh, so sorry. No turn for you. Yeah, nobody activates.
Nice.
See, some people would argue that that's a lucky break. I would argue that is a vital mechanic that can give players a chance to get out from behind the 8-ball.
Yeah.
And honestly, I kind of feel like this game would be fine with a single monster.
Yeah,
the monsters seem
too hard.
They seem way more strong and nasty. And plus, I don't know, the idea of one really strong monster against a bunch of players sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
Or like, especially if like there was a way for one player to control the monster and be like a one versus many kind of situation. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Of course, I've always liked what do they call it? Asymmetrical games, where it's like one player who's really strong against a bunch of other people. I like the concept. I just don't feel like anyone's ever executed it right. Yeah. They tried with Evil Dead the game, but that fell apart. And Dead by Dawn is just terrible. Like, literally, I feel nauseous that I mentioned that game at all.
So my turn? Or?
Yes, it's your turn.
That was good.
That was great. I feel like I need a cigarette after that.
Where did those... Sorry, I'm thinking of what to do. Also, you misinterpreted something he said, so he's mad at you.
See, Sean agrees with me that it would be more fitting to the theme for one monster. They're all so disconnected, they don't have a real theme. It would actually kind of make more sense. Like, why is Zhang Shi working with Great Cthulhu?
3. And that's my turn. I'm going to skip picking that up just so I can get rid of... or
build space.
Be farther away from him.
Alright.
Oh boy.
I'm scared.
Monster action.
0 items?
0 items.
I thought I saw a 0, yeah.
Move each diamond monster, which is only Cthulhu.
Oh, too damn bad.
To the closest hero. A non-frenzied monster.
Moves
1. With 2 dice.
He could teleport, but that's a crit. So, come on. Nope.
And also the bottle monster, but none.
There's no bottle monster.
So,
that's cool artwork, though.
That is pretty cool artwork.
What is that one called?
Descent into Madness.
Lovecraftian. That's a Cthulhu art.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if they... I'm torn, and I want your opinion about this while I do my turn. Okay. I want you to think about this. What if, instead of a full horrified game next year, they had like a mini game, a mini expansion that was just like 6 new monsters that you could use in Greek monsters or in this one? Think about that while I take my turn.
I mean, that could be cool.
1, 2,
give
3.
Each one like 1 or 2 monsters.
Well, I was thinking like if you're gonna have a whole box, do like a full pantheon of new ones, like 4 new monsters or even 6.
Oh, okay.
Just the monsters, no, or maybe even also some investigators, but like no new board, no new dice, no new civilians, just straight up monsters and players
that you could use on the old ones.
Yeah,
that could be cool.
That could be cool if they did it right. I still have one more action, and I'm gonna sell my pistol for a 4 or less purple chain of coins.
Okay.
And I have to think of a way to put it that it fits on here. I'm going to put it like this. And it'll make sense my next turn, I promise.
I see what you're doing.
Because I noticed there's this one single coin.
Yeah, I noticed that
and I
too.
think that is supposed to go in... Because you have to fit it to a puzzle. Now, from here, we can use actions to move that around. Move the coins around if we want. But right now, we're just working on forging the damn thing. That's going to end my turn. Deja Vu. No items. It's also got Cthulhu artwork.
Nice.
For each monster, draw and place an item. And then move the monster to that space.
Oh.
Okay, so we have the Simon's Lash. It's the Belmont Whip. It's Vampire Killer.
Oh, nice.
And it's at the caravan. And he is teleported over to it.
I was scared it would go to one of us.
Yeah, then the Frenzied Monster... Oh, I'm sorry, Cthulhu. And the Eye Monster will move one time. Moves once. And it gets 2 attack dice. Because of course he does. Doesn't matter, though, because he didn't get a crit, so he doesn't teleport. It is now your turn, you salty pirate. What? You're a pirate.
Let's see. Nobody... we kind of forgot about Shinya, the fish.
You could go over and grab him. He's got a bunch of items around him.
He wants to go to the steam plant?
That's there.
It's just like the opposite of where we want to go, but I could keep him away from
Yeah.
Wait, what's your special action?
I can teleport items to other players.
Can you teleport items from me to you?
No. I can only distribute items I have.
So, let me think about this.
Okay, I'll talk to the chat for a second. Ooh, Sean has an idea. What about holiday-themed monsters?
I have an idea. Holiday theme, that could be cool.
Like Krampus from Christmas, a freaked-out Easter Bunny monster, Jack, Jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have multiple actions?
I forgot to say that. I am going to sacrifice my Fantastic Orb.
Okay.
And what was that? 4. And I get him for free. 5, 6.
Tucking yourself in a corner at the House of Dusk.
Yep. So next turn.
You can grab more items.
And I got the Hand of Dialogue, the Pneumatic Slicer, Strollman, and Simon's Lash.
All right.
And that'll be my turn. So
Monster card.
3 items.
All right, hold on.
And it's a citizen, actually.
Nice. We have the binoculars at the observatory.
Nice.
Fitting. The camera at Mary's Mill. By the way, I think that's a reference to Mary Shelley and Frankenstein, the end of the movie.
Yeah, I think that too.
And a tracking device at the Spire.
Ooh.
That could be useful.
Especially since it's near you.
Yeah.
And we have Miss Spindlewood. And she starts at the House of Dusk. Which is where I'm at. Oh, that's some luck.
She wants to go to the Institute.
Yeah. Which I'm heading that way because, yeah, okay.
Okay. Cool.
And then notes. Who doesn't know the revered Spindlewoods, caretakers of artifacts that wash up on our lakeshore?
I wonder if that's a reference to the Blackwood family from the works of H.P. Lovecraft.
The Frenzied and the Gear get to move 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5. So he's going to me.
Yeah.
Once?
Yes. And 2 dice.
Hits. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Nice.
He's hopping mad because he can't get his damn teleport power to work anymore. Hey, it's okay, Zhang-Shi. It happens to lots of guys. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to say that to somebody. Anyway, my turn.
Yes.
I will sacrifice my backpack to buy this 1 coin. Put it like
very nice,
so.
Very nice.
And then I will pay... that was 1 action. Second action, I will pay my Vessel of the Void, which is a value of 3, to buy this 3 green.
Nice, nice.
Put it like so. So we have the base of we have the hilt. Mm-hmm. Then I will do 3 to pick up this flashlight, which only has a value of 1. So I can't use it to spend anything else, unfortunately. But I still have 1 more action. And I'm actually going to use that to move to the void. I'm safe, by the way. I don't get sucked into relay like a certain eldritch demigod, not even a full god. Listen to me talk shit.
I was going to say, you of all people talking trash about Cthulhu?
Because he can't hit me right now. When we have to go into relay and finally fight him, I'm not going to say a damn thing.
So that makes it my turn?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, monster card. We have a citizen. Mary. Mary, quite contrary. She is at the Fool's Journey.
I bet she wants to go to the mill, doesn't she?
No, she wants to go to the House of Dawn, which is right next to the mill.
Ah.
But she's going to give us 3 items.
Ooh, that's good. See, right now we want items, so
we have the scythe, the sickle, at the Garden of the Risen, the cemetery. A typewriter at the Clockwork Village, which is right next to you. And the burning helmet, also at the Clockwork Village. Then the frenzied monster, too bad, and a diamond monster, too bad, will activate. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm just like shouting into the void, how's that feel? Cthulhu's just sitting there, Fatagen you! Anyway, though, now it's your turn, my friend. I'm rubbing it in now because I know we're just going to be destroyed here in a minute.
I'm going to automatically get Mrs. Spindlewood. Mm-hmm. I am going to sacrifice my Strollman for 1.
It's only got a value of 1 anyway.
So now I'm going to have 6 actions. Mm-hmm. 1, pick these up.
2. There. You want to go there?
Yeah.
There's no path connecting here.
I wasn't going there.
I know. I thought there was. I was correcting myself.
1, 2, 3. Sorry. 4, 5,
6. Picking up that item. Because if you go here, you'll be closer to him. He could get to you.
That's true, but I would also be closer to Spindlewood Institutes and the steam plant. But you're right. We'll save that for next turn. So final turn, picking that up. Mm-hmm. I got an abyssal tincture, a burning helm, a typewriter, an ornate mirror, and cutlass of spirits.
Nice.
Also, sorry. Yeah, I thought you thought I was going that way. I'm like, I wouldn't even go that way if there was a path. But...
See, I thought there was, and that's what I would have done. But that was a really well played move. But unfortunately,
thank you. Yeah, thank you.
How many items?
2. Oh no. It's vital energy again, but this might not be as bad.
All right, hold on. We have an ornate mirror at the House of Dawn, and a steam pistol at the Roaming Wolf.
All right, each hero and villager moves 2 spaces toward the monster with the eye icon. This is really good for me.
How many spaces?
2.
1, 2.
He's
safe.
That gets our fish robot.
Safe, and you get a card.
I get a card. I'll read this in a moment.
Yep. I move
1, 2.
Hi, friends.
Not necessarily bad for you, but it doesn't help you, whereas that really helped me.
Now.
The gear icon monster gets to move 1.
So he moves once.
1.
And how many dice?
3 dice.
You want to roll?
Sure. So if he gets a critical...
He'll just teleport over to us. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He does.
He does.
Doesn't matter, though, because he does the damage, then he teleports. That's what it says on the card.
The player taking the next turn, which is going to be me. No, you, because I just drew the card.
Yeah, my go. Now you get your treasure. What do you got?
I have a pulse pummel, which is a big steampunky hammer, and it move any monster up to 4 spaces.
You can cash that in any time. You could do it right now.
Now hold on. You're going to get to go.
Yeah, but then he might activate.
he might activate, and he could take her out.
Yes, because, by the way, rule clarification. Monsters prioritize taking out civilians over players.
Yeah. So let me think. I think I'm going to use this. So I'm going to use this up to 4 spaces. Where do we want to put him?
1, 2, 3.
No, we don't want him near this.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, put him as far away from this as we can.
Yeah, the roaming wolf.
Yeah. So what'd you have? 1, 2, 3, 4.
And just, you just
bash him with that big hammer.
The fish. No, you know what it was? He went to work. He works in the steam plant, so he went to work and was like, "Oh, hey, can you hold this hammer, this tool, for a minute?" And you just got this idea.
Where's me mallet?
I'm getting me mallet. And just you home run swung him like freaking Smash. Oh god, remember the hammer in Smash Bros?
Oh yes.
You just did that to him. He deserves it after the freaking play that he's been giving us.
All right, yeah, your turn.
My turn. Okay, I have.
That was actually a very good.
That was
turn.
awesome. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just making my way back to the shrine. I'm gonna pick that up along the way. No, there is a 2 coin. I can still get that. Because spoiler warning, you need all those to make this. I think. I'm not actually fully sure. Actually, some of the bigger ones, it's like, how do those fit?
Yeah, hold on. I'm doing this in my head while you.
Yeah. We got a civilian, Dr. Weir. 3 treasures. We have.
Oh, that's mean.
The record player at the Institute, where you're going.
Oh, nice.
Stanley the cat.
Oh, that's my.
Who's also at the Institute.
Oh, that.
And the Phenomic Slicer at the Fool's Journey. Then Professor Weir. Where are you, Professor? Ah, here he is. He starts out at the Galleon. He wants to get to the Observatory. Mm-hmm. And the Frenzied Monster and the Diamond Monster. Aw. Too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Your go, friend.
So, what I was going to do was...
Wait, hold on.
First.
Might as well give up the thing with the cheapest value.
Yeah, sacrifice my ornate mirror to get 6. 1, drop her off.
Yep.
She's safe.
You get a card.
Which I'll read in a moment. Now, I didn't plan on there being items here.
But there are.
So...
2.
3. 4.
He follows you, unless you don't want him to.
Where's Observatory? Can I hand them off to you?
Items?
People.
Yes.
Okay. So he's there. How many was that?
1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6. Okay. Now, what I was going to do before the items were here was get here on 5 and then...
start selling stuff at the shrine.
But that's still okay. Next turn, I have a bunch of items.
I can pick him up and go save him.
Also, I got Stanley the cat.
Oh, yeah, your item. What was your prize for saving Miss Spindlewood?
Oh, I got Stanley the cat, and I also got Clockwork Companion.
It's a little robot dog.
Robot dog. Take all items from any one space and give them to any one player. Also, he's approved for use. This is adorable, actually.
We can see... Yeah. He's a little mechanical wiener dog.
Robot.
So you can just send him to fetch...
Yeah. So take all items from any one space and give them to any one player. You're about to go next. What is your turn?
My plan?
No, I can use this right now, right?
Yes, you can. You could give me all those items at the Roaming Wolf.
See, that's what I was thinking, because that has the most.
I think that's the play.
Now, can I use this after I draw my monster card?
Yes, during any of our turns. So
Okay.
Not while it's resolving.
Okay. But what were you going to do? Were you going to like pick stuff up and go here immediately?
I was going to grab this 2, 3, and then take him for 4, and start getting him off to where he needs to be.
Do you think it's more important to get him to the observatory, which isn't far, or to hammer out more of that?
All I have is a 1 value item, and there's no 1 coin, so I can't do anything.
But if I use my dog to bring you that,
then
which is a 3, a 4, and a 4.
See, that would change everything. Then I could start buying stuff.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of wanting to know.
I say, yeah, give me those things, and I'll get over to the shrine and start forging the sword.
I say before we do that...
See what this is?
Yeah, just in case it's gonna... monster action. It's the Yeti with the snowball again. Whiteout. Each monster with the hand, which is him, deals 1 damage to the closest hero or villager if they are within 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. They're not.
Nope. He doesn't do a damn thing.
Which is good that I used my last one and threw him away. Monster with the wrench. Nope. Non-frenzied moves
that is
1
him.
though.
So he moves once. Closest.
3 dice.
He does get a crit, which means he's going to go to me.
He does.
But that's after he does damage.
Also, 2 items.
Okay.
This is actually turning around in our favor pretty good.
We got the Stake Bolt at Mary's Mill and the Cursed Tome at the Scuttled Siren. The Roaming Wolf is still the biggest.
Well, I'm going to send out my Clockwork Companion.
Fetch those items.
Who sounds like a Yoshi.
And bring it to me. That's fine. It can sound like a Yoshi.
There's the bottom.
And I'm going to go.
And
1, 2.
Wait. Oh.
What's it?
I thought you were going to pick those up, but
I got a bunch of items.
You do.
1, 2. I will sell my effigy for the 4 here. And like so.
Ooh, very nice.
And then I will sell my...
I can do...
My 3 blue. Hold on. It's okay, because you can buy or less value.
Okay. You were scaring me. Because, the play would be line up 2, 2, 2. And we have 2, 2, 2.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Because we need 9 plus purple once we get that, so I don't want to give up. How much purple do you have?
6, 12, plus 15. I have 15
You
total.
have plenty. Okay, cool. I will pay my 4 purple, sell my pistol for this 2 purple coin.
Nice.
And that just leaves you needing to sell a green that's 2 or more.
I can easily do that.
On your turn. But right now, monster card.
Yes.
Descent into Madness. No items. Each diamond monster moves to the closest tier. Each moves close. Okay, doesn't matter. No diamonds.
Yeah.
The non-frenzied monster,
which is Jin Shi,
moves 1.
Okay, that's okay.
He gets 2 dice.
So if he gets a critical, he's on our space.
That could ironically be his undoing. Because he moves, you go, last sword piece, you forge the sword, take him down.
Yeah.
I hope he gets a crit. That would be so perfect if his power is his own undoing.
Oh, right there it is.
Oh, my unformed king. And again, the way it's worded, he attacks first, so he damages everything here.
Which is nothing.
Boop, he is here. It is your turn. Sir, do you have a 2 or more green item?
Yes.
Sell it to the shrine.
I have Stanley the cat.
Oh. You are so inappropriate.
I will sell my abyssal tincture instead.
And
complete the sword.
The sword is complete. You do not need all the pieces.
No, because I was trying to think, how does this big hunker fit in? I mean, it would.
It could, but
that's actually cool though.
It's a really neat puzzle.
Yeah, it makes you do a puzzle.
See, I was more concerning myself with Cthulhu, but I saw you just sitting there sweating beads, and I know what you were doing. You were in your head.
Yeah.
But now all you need is 9 purple.
And that was 1 move.
Yep, that's 1. You have 2 more. You need 9 or more.
Thinking real quick, sorry. No, I'm not going to do my special action.
Well, I mean,
I can't.
You've already taken actions. It'd be kind of unfair.
So I need 9 or more. 6 and 6 is 12. I'm just going to get rid of my pneumatic slicer for 6 and my Simon's Lash for 3. And that's 9.
So, wielding vampire killer and a sword forged out of gold, the undead skeleton pirate captain strikes down and slays Zhang Shi.
Arrgh.
You can't write better than this. That's just fucking awesome. That's like one of the coolest sentences I think I've ever said in my life.
Write a story about it. You should.
Now, there is, unfortunately, a problem.
Cthulhu's stuck in Relay.
We have to actually venture into Relay and confront him in the corpse city itself.
Couldn't we just leave him down there and go home? You know? No, we have to finish the job. Wait, dang.
You still have 1 more action.
I have Dr. Weir.
Mm-hmm. And time is running out.
1.
Monster card.
Yeah. Citizen Howard the Owl.
Where is he?
Start Steward's Spire.
So he's right where you are. He wants to go to the Roaming Wolf.
I just have people falling on me, I guess.
3 items.
And it's Howard. He is an owl.
Howard T. Owlman.
Howard T. Owlman.
And you get Stanley the Cat at the Observatory.
Oh.
The Burning Helmet at Mary's Mill. And the Typewriter at the House of Dusk.
Okay. So, that's my turn. Well, frenzied monster in the butt. So the monsters don't move at all. I mean, they can't.
Yeah. Bottle and Frenzy, but they're trapped. So.
Your turn.
Yep.
What do we do? How do we do this?
You have some items.
I do.
Do we want to try and gear up? Because we got to go into Relay.
How many cards do we have left?
I can count. 3.
Oh.
I think time's going to get us.
Yeah, because I said started to say my next turn I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't think there's enough time to beat Cthulhu.
6. I couldn't even get Howard. I could get Weir to the observatory. You don't think there's enough time?
No, because when you go to Relay, he gets 3 items. You have to sacrifice items of the same color to equal or exceed their value. And each time you do, you put a shackle on one of his tentacles. He has 4 tentacles. There's only 3 turns left.
Oh, and we have to spend a turn getting there.
Yep. Unfortunately, that means that we can't...
We lost.
We lost on time, because even if we go there and we can just... Even if he gets really unlucky and his items are all like 1 value, there's just not enough actions.
Yeah. And even had I not chosen to sacrifice those 2 cards, we would have lost way earlier.
Yeah. So, considering that we are way over time, I'm going to have to extend the hand and say good game.
Good game. That was good.
Okay, so we played through a game. Thoughts?
It felt hard, but even saying that, we did do pretty good. But it does feel slightly too hard. But that could have, again, the luck of the draw, what we did and went up against.
Oh, Sean's sitting there. Oh, the 2 hardest monsters. They were kicking our ass until we got Cthulhu.
Yeah.
The game completely changed when we got Cthulhu off the board.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, it also got better.
See, I agree too. That's when it got better. It was when it was only one monster.
And it felt more... Ironically, it felt more intense because you could have gotten a freebie turn, or they were probably going to do something absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
I liked the puzzle aspects with having to turn the dial and building the sword. That was really cool.
That was.
Incredible flavor context there. The skeleton pirate captain used vampire killer to take down the Chinese hopping vampire. That is awesome.
Make that the title of the show. Or the episode.
Right. But I think this is going to sound like I'm trying to make it easier. It's not that it'd be easier. Because when these monsters go off, they go the hell off.
Yeah.
And they're so disconnected. They seem so... And Sean brought it up himself. They're so random. It actually feels more appropriate to take them on alone. And with how many icons they have, how often they activate, I feel Zhang-Shi was still a threat, even without Cthulhu backing him up.
Oh, yeah. Surprisingly, well, we didn't actually take Cthulhu down. We only half got him.
Yeah, he has 4 phases. He's the biggest monster, quote-unquote, in horrified history.
But we got him back to relay, like, fairly quickly-ish.
Yeah, we stumbled those first few turns.
Oh, yeah. And how.
When they were both activating left, right, and center. I would love to play this again, going mano-a-mano against something.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I had a blast.
I did too. That was fun.
Thank you all for watching. We hope you had a good time. We'll see you next week. Hi, Choopy. Yeah. But the Halloween season is upon us. It is the time of spooky and weird. And next week, you know what? Because he beat us and we did... Okay. I did a lot of shit talking. You know what? Next week, let's explore the Lovecraftian mythos.
Ooh.
We'll talk about the Lovecraftian mythos and some of the creatures and entities in it.
We have some of his books.
Yes, I have several of his books. Well, he didn't write any actual books. He wrote a lot of short stories. I have several anthologies of his works. But yeah, next week, we'll kick off the Halloween season proper by talking about the legacy of one of the most influential and important writers in American history, maybe even the world's history, in my opinion. Be there. See you all then. And as always, keep checking the shadows.